Hello, this is Shirah Mustardé from Naturecure Academy. I am the course director for the Live and Dry Blood Analysis course. I thought I would just do a quick review of the course for you to show you what you get and how the materials are delivered to you. So as soon as you enroll with us, you will be sent the pre-reading material, and you find out what's in that by clicking on the course syllabus under the training in our website, and here it breaks down all the things that are in the pre-reading material. So this is more or less an ebook that I wrote, which collects all the information of the history and the science and the theory of live blood analysis. So you do learn about where it comes from and why it's valid, and all the historical figures that were involved in using it. So we look at all the philosophies, and we also look at mainstream medicine, the germ theory, and we look at the terrain theory. So we understand the philosophy behind the live and dry blood analysis, how it differs from mainstream medicine, and what it is we're actually looking at when we're looking at the blood. It's not just counting up cells, it's much more involved than that. So this really sets the scene for the philosophy and the understanding and the approach. It really gets your mind ready for doing all of the course material itself. You do get quite a lot of course material in here. We discuss the pH, so acid and alkali. There's a lot of chemistry involved, but it's very well laid out for you and explained in the pre-reading. You will be sent some manuals as well. So you will actually be sent in the post some physical manuals. And I'm just going to scroll up here. Okay. So you have two manuals. You'll get the lecture manual, which accompanies the lecture videos that we have on our course portal. So these are all hosted here. You will get a password, and then you can log in and you can go through all of the videos. And they're all in order, but you can decide how and when you want to do them, and you have access to them for as long as you want. So you can replay them and replay them. This is particularly important when it comes to using your microscope and setting it up, and you really want to know how to repeat this process over and over again. A lot of the training in live and dry blood analysis will be repetition, because you don't just learn things the first time you hear them. You need to repeat. And so therefore having videos that you can replay and go back to time and time again really gives you the opportunity to repeat and fit it into your time frame as well. So, you know, whether you're working, you've got children, you're balancing a lot of things in life, as we all are, having this available to you at the touch of a button really is the point of an online course, and that you have lifetime access to it. So, you know, it's never going to be taken away from you. We don't have a strict deadline. We like to, we communicate with you frequently in order to just nudge you and ask you how things are going and check in with you. But there are really no deadlines to it. You can take your time and complete your case studies as and when you wish to. And then at the end, it culminates with teaching you how to be the analyst, putting all the little pieces together. And so by this time, you will have learned how to use the microscope, you know how to take samples, you know how to mount them, you know how to look at them. You'll have learned all the live blood indications, you'll have learned all the dry blood indications, and then you learn how to create a score sheet and a report, and how to draw conclusions from all of your information, because you are the interpreter of this. So you have to interpret all the signs and signals that you're seeing in the blood and give it meaning. So we go through all of that together. And then you will also get some case studies at the end, so that you can see things from examples of case studies from my clinic. Let's go back here. So that's the course. The other major thing that you get with our course is one-to-one training with me. So this comes into play when you decide you're ready to do your case studies. When you submit your case studies, they come straight through to me and I mark them. And I will give you a video feedback session with each case study. There are no limits to how many times you submit your case studies. So it's a way in which you learn more. So by putting it all together and putting it in a case study, I get to my eyes on how are you handling the microscope and taking the samples and mounting, is everything going well? I also can see, are you identifying things properly, and can I correct you in any way? And with the video feedback, I actually give a lot more details about the blood and give you my interpretations as well, so that you can add this to your own learning. Then you can resubmit as many times as you like, but the first one usually takes a while to get that passed. But once you've passed the first one, usually the second and third one are not too far behind, because you've worked hard to really refine your process. And I will only pass my students if they are a competent analyst and they're doing it right. And then once they have passed, they can still have contact with me. They can still get in touch with me, and we have a Facebook group, where a private Facebook group where you can post up your photos, images, ask questions. But I've had my private email as well, so you can email me too. So I think that's a very good rounded approach to learning something. You've got the visual, the audio, you've got the personal contact with me, and you've got all the resources you need to just double check yourself. And these resources, especially the manuals and the pictorial guides and things like that, they will be so useful when you actually start practicing in clinic, because you can just flick through them like reference manual. So I hope that you found that interesting. Have a go at the website and clicking on all the links. There's lots. The FAQs are very good, because it gives you much more information, answers all your questions. And if there are any questions you still don't have any answers to, please do contact me. Happy to help. I hope that has whetted your appetite and made you a little bit more curious about what we're doing here at Naturecure Academy.